Hello, people of the world. Here today we have proof that God is real. Anyways, Bongles, they're back. They're not back. It's just one gift with purchase set for Lego's 90th anniversary. But hopefully they'll be back in the future. I doubt they will, but as long as we keep getting stuff like this, I'm fine with that. There's something I was gonna say right at the start of this. I forgot what it was. Oh, yeah, this is. If you don't know what Bionicle is, you're really missing out. You should go know what Bionicles are. Yeah, this is a set Lego just made. It's a gift with purchase that came out today. You have to spend over $100 at the Lego store on specific themes to get this. So I haven't even reviewed all the Legos I got for Christmas. I still have all those on my desk over here. But, oops, my tripod just fell apart. Anyways, but I got 2 new Ninjago sets to be able to afford this. If you're curious what those are, it's this and this. I'll review them after. This didn't show up on camera, but it's fine. I'll review them after I finish reviewing all my Christmas stuff, which I'll review after I review this. Now, first off, Bionicle stuff. This is from 2001. This is Tahu. This is Takua. Now, Tahu is my least favorite of the Toamata, but he is the one they had to make for this. Like, if they had made anybody else, I would have been like, damn, they should have made Tahu. Unless they'd made Pahatu. Pahatu is amazing, but they had to make Tahu. Even though Tahu is, like, the worst one, in my opinion, they had to make Tahu. Like, come on, man. It's fucking Tahu. Then they could have made Takanuva, though. Takanuva would have been cool, but Takanuva is slightly less iconic than Tahu, but we also get Takanuva anyway, just before he realizes that he is the Green Power Ranger. That, regardless of that, yeah. So I should structure something. Also, if you don't know why Bionicle is such a cool thing and why this is so cool to me, go learn about Bionicles. They're awesome. Watch. Anyways, I'm 2 minutes into this. Let me just get to the actual set. First off, you have. Weren't these called the Makoki stones? I forget the exact terminology. This one on the left is this egg is what's his name, Madanui, right? And this was set based off at 2001 Bionicle lore. So this is when Madanui was an egg. Within 8 years of him being an egg, he was a 40 million foot tall robot that everybody lives inside of. But right now, he's just an egg. He's not even actually an egg. He's just a rock shaped like an egg. But Lego made him an egg in this set. This over here is Makuta. He's effectively Bionicle Satan. Yeah, that's that. Now we get Takua. The moment I saw this, my brain just instantly went, that is the embodiment of Monog. If you don't know what Monog is, go play Monog, the Madanui online game. I'll link it in the comments or something, because that game, I played it for the first time this summer, and just seeing Takua is giving me so many Monog vibes. Also, he has, I was about to call it a Kanoka, but at this point in the timeline, it's not a Kanoka yet. It's just a bamboo disc. Yeah, the original 2001 Matoran sets, their arms were stuck like this. You can only have them horizontal. But in a lot of in Monog, for example, they had them bent and would articulate. You can do the classic Monog wave. You can have his arms be bent. And so, also this backpack is a tie back to Monog. This is what your inventory is in that game. It's this little blue backpack icon. But anyways, this is the classic Monog Matoran position, having the arms a little droopy. If you're wondering why his proportions so weird, it's because he's ill and has been diminished because Makuta took over the brain of the giant robot and then destroyed the bodies of the Matoran, so they're small and diminished like this. Also, if you're wondering why his face is blue, even though he's a fire Matoran, it's because he's secretly an Av Matoran, a Matoran of light, and so his colors got messed up when they, when the Order of Madanui tried to make him look like a fire Matoran, so the Makuta wanted to come after him because he's light Matoran, and he could later come back and destroy them, so they had to kill him first, so that he couldn't come back later. But the Order of Madanui disguised him as a Matoran of fire, so the Makuta wanted to kill him, but they messed up the disguising process, and his mask is now blue instead of red or yellow like it should be. Also, what I like about this is you can just make this Tahu mask and yellow put on here, and bam, you have Jala. But yeah, this is sick, but it's not the main thing. Also, it would have been cool if they had his mask look like the mask from Minog, but the reason they didn't was so that it's more of a universal choice. Yeah, this is like the essence of Minog. Anyways, Tahu. We got beats. Okay, let me get him off of the lava board. So, originally when Tahu first came out, he was just this build, right? Or not this build, like this made of like actual Bionicle pieces, but they don't make those anymore, so they made him built like this. The only one of these pieces that is the same piece it was on the original is this black voodoo ball here. That's it. Everything else. He does have more articulation in the original, though. Also, glad they kept the pink eyes. Glad they have these, as I mentioned, to the hands that were his shoulders. He has elbows now. That's pretty cool. Although it got rid of... Actually, this arm didn't have a hand before. This arm had a hand, though. And now the hand is the elbow. He has waist articulation that he didn't. He has knee articulation, but he doesn't have foot articulation. I don't know why they made his feet so big. Probably to make him balance better. But he does look overall... The parts themselves look like... Or the way they designed the limbs look similar to the original parts they're based off of. The Kanohi How looks great. Glad they kept the pink eyes. I may have mentioned that already. A lot of people are asking why they didn't do these joints in orange, because on the original it says legs were completely orange. It didn't have random gray bits. But that's because the Lego gray color is the only color durable enough to make these tiny ball joints with. So that's a fun fact for you. The other colors would break after too much stress. If you want more evidence of Lego colors breaking, just look at Lime Bionicle joints in 2007. If they had made his limbs with orange, we would have had the same issue here. Yeah. I want to see... People have probably already made all the Toa in this system. Even though Tahu is my least favorite of the original Toa, like, I could not see them having made this set with any other choices. Like, if they had made, like, Kopaka or Odui here, I would have been like, no, that's dumb. You should have made Tahu or Pohatu. Pohatu is bae. He has the, like, greatest thighs. But anyways, we'll put him away. Look at this lava board. This is, like, really cool detailing in here just for, like, the lava structure. I don't know. And then you have the board. I don't know why it looks like a piece of... It's probably supposed to be a rock, but it looks like a piece of wood. That would burn on lava, but so it's probably rock. Also, I like how the shape of this looks similar to the top of a canister. And there's a lot of just, like... like, plinth or... dais? Is that the word? Like, like, pedestal-looking things as stuff goes on. There's a lot of things shaped like that in early Bionicle, and so this gives off that vibe, although the bottom is just randomly colored. But, like, the sides, I don't know, gives the just the amount of 2001 vibes in here, even with the set design, having, like, the original logo and design and everything. This is so cool. Is that a thing you can do? That is a thing you can do. I didn't even notice that. Okay, so Takua has a stud on his stomach, right? And this whole time I thought that stud was because the original Matoran chest had holes in them, but just now looking at the back of the box, you can do what he did in the Mask of Light, where he, like, piggyback rides on Tahu's back. Oh, this is cool. This is heavenly. This is proof that God is real. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. This set is the best. This is the Lego set of the year. If you disagree with me, you are objectively wrong. Unless, like, some, like, absolutely, like, insane, like, unless the Great Spirit Robot comes out later than this year. Also, if you're wondering why they didn't make a Great Spirit Robot Lego set, even though Bionicle probably did get more votes in the 90th anniversary vote, and they made a giant $400 castle and said they should have made a giant $400 Modern Nui robot. The reason they didn't was because by that point, if you look at the Bionicle does have a large fandom, but if you look at people who consider themselves Bionicle fans, most of them would have tapped out of the theme by, like, 2002, 2003. The Modern Nui robot didn't show up until 2008. I mean, technically it did show up in 2001, but we didn't know what it was. We just thought he was an egg at the time. We didn't realize that everyone was inside of him. But, so, the reason they didn't make the robot was because not enough people would have actually known what it was. But, like, all the cool people knew what it was. Also, that's why they didn't. That's why I chose to make Tahu for this set, because Tahu's the most iconic character. Even though it would have been, they need to make one of these, but like Matoro, give him the Mask of Life instead of give like Tiny Matoro, Toa Matoro, Mask of Life. That would be an awesome set to get. We'll never get that probably, but that would be an awesome set to get. Also, if you're wondering why LEGO keeps making like little hints to Bionicle like this, but not making actual Bionicle theme, it's because they realize the Bionicle fandom is big enough that LEGO has to acknowledge them, but it's not big enough to turn LEGO a profit if they made a whole new Bionicle themes. They can't bring Bionicle back unless the fandom becomes big again. So like, you guys, if you're not into Bionicle, you need to get into it so that fandom can get big, so that I can get more Bionicle sets. So yeah, get yourself into Bionicle, make the fandom bigger, please. We need that to happen. We need to get this back. Go play Monog. Go watch like LEGO Rewind and the finale of that, which was an hour and a half about Bionicle. If you want to know why Bionicle was so cool, that like hour and a half video, solid. Or yeah, I'm just like, I've spent like most of this review just gushing about how cool this is. This is so cool. I haven't even like actually gone into like details of the set. I've just like talked about like Bionicles. Also, waist articulation. That's nice. He doesn't have a gearbox. How could he? I'm kidding. They don't need a gearbox. If they don't have a gearbox, they need a gun. He has neither. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Gun fingers. I was one of those kids who thought their fingers were always guns, you know? Yeah. Well, if you're somehow still watching this, and you're not subscribed and liking this video, or learning, or getting into the Bionicle fandom, you better do that, or else I'll have him shoot you with your gun fingers, and with his gun fingers, I'll make sure you're not allowed to get one of these. So, yeah. Bingus.